It's therapy.
I'm not reading.
It's therapy.
What's going on, WikiManiacs? Welcome back to another Wednesday live stream. I forgot what day it was, but it's Wednesday.
Hump day, giggity.
I'm your host today, Josh. Joined with me, my sick Filipino co-host, John Consignato.
Hi guys, I have a fever. Sorry if my voice sucks right now.
Yeah. You're not. I mean, you sound great.
Oh, thank you.
Like a
The
sexy
bass is
radio DJ.
The bass is bassing right now, but I do feel like bass without the B. Ooh, that was a stretch.
Ace.
Ass. That's what I feel like. Ass, baby.
Oh, man. What's going on, WikiManiacs? Welcome to another Wednesday. We're going to be reading some stories today
Yes,
from wherever we find them.
we are.
It may land on me to read more than John, just because of the obvious.
We'll see.
But I hope that's okay with you guys.
If I
And
die on stream, Josh, please set up a GoFundMe to free Sean.
the
Please.
views will be crazy.
We'll be all right. We're going to be all right.
Oh, man. I was in Montreal yesterday, John.
Ooh, how was that?
Well, it was very quick. We just went up for an appointment and then came back. But I got to ask other people who have driven in Montreal, is it just me or are they the most insane drivers you've ever been around?
Wait, define insane drivers. Like, do they just be cutting people? Like, what's going on?
Cutting people off. There's someone who I've never had someone drive this close behind me before, going 100 and whatever we were going, 20 or whatever kilometers.
What that mean?
I don't know what the conversion is, but yeah, it was just, it was insane. I've driven in Toronto. It has been quite a few years since I've done it, but it didn't seem to compare to me.
Do you have a dash cam?
We do, but we literally got it last week. I haven't set it up yet.
Those are. I feel like everyone needs one now. That should just be a car standard moving forward.
It should be, honestly. I mean, they put enough cameras in anyway.
Yeah, don't they have like? Yeah, they have rear view cameras and stuff now. So maybe they should.
120 kilometers. It's not that fast. It was like a 110.
Oh,
like
so
highway,
probably like 65 miles per hour, I guess.
Yeah, I was only going 10 over, I think.
Oh. You gotta at least go 20 over, brother. It's like driving to Texas. Like if you're going 75 on 75, like they're gonna fucking honk at you. You gotta at least be going 90 to 100.
I was in the slow lane though. There was just someone passing.
Oh, that's wild.
There was someone passing me, so this person came up like right up behind me and was just riding my ass. I'm like, go the other side. I don't know what you want from me.
Brake check that ass, baby.
He would have gone straight through my back window.
Yes, I don't know if Sani from our Patreon, Austin is crazy. I think there's like a toll road there. That's like the speed limit is 85 or 90, which is beautiful to me.
That is beautiful. The blind therapist sends $5, says all about that bass. Hope you get better soon, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that, blind therapist.
I get to be a spoiled little princess when I'm sick. So I mean, more so than I was gonna say, you get food made for you already. So off the bat. So it's just extra pamper. I have pimples and everything too. So I'm just going through it. I got like Juliet gave me like a little spa day when I was just dying in bed yesterday. So I appreciate my love for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we do have announcement, right, Josh?
We do, yes. It's unfortunate that Sean's not here to make this announcement with.
I know. It's been a long time coming.
But we finally have a PO box that you can send mail to.
Just mail for now, please, because it is a tiny one.
Pause.
It's a micro PO box. Shout out, Sean.
And so I think what we're going to do going forward is after this is done, we'll post the PO box in the show notes so that if you want to send stuff, you can do it that way. Midscore, it is about damn time. Sean messaged us out of nowhere yesterday saying he did it. So we were all very proud of him. And so, yeah, super exciting. So yeah, going forward, we'll put it in the show notes after this episode's like done, edited, put out. We'll put the PO box in it so that you can copy paste, send stuff if you would like.
And we'll update that in all like the show stuff, like links
going
and
forward.
all that, so that, going forward, so everyone can have access to it.
Exactly. So super excited about that. And do remember, these are going to Sean directly. So if it's something time sensitive that you want John or I to see, it won't happen until we meet up and exchange. So just so you know that as well.
Or if it's letters, he could just bring it up and read them on the show too. So that's
for sure.
We could do,
For sure, yeah.
But if don't send anything that is something that can expire, because it will expire.
Well, I mean, or unless you're just okay with Sean enjoying whatever is expiring.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Shout out to Miss Dravus, who said signed up for 8 months. Says, I rarely catch the lives, but I'm thankful to watch them later. Smiley face, and that's okay because these will go up after this live is done, so you don't have to worry about if you miss it or not. That's okay.
Josh is a machine when it comes to pushing out content, guys. So give some love to our boy over here. Worked extremely hard for the show.
Thank you. Colton sends $5, says, hey guys, love you and all your content. Stop spoiling stories before the ending though. Hugs and fist bumps to my boys. Love from fuck Trumpville, Tennessee. Do we spoil stories beforehand?
I think it's because we guess them, and sometimes they be right sometimes.
Well, yeah, last week you were on a roll. But
yes,
that's less of us spoiling and more of just them guessing correctly. There's nothing I could do about that.
So like I've been seeing a lot of Dasani comments here. Peek behind the scenes, actually. Sean and I are gonna talk about hanging out last weekend on Friday's episode. So like the first 10 minutes of that. So I'm not gonna spoil it here. We can just have that conversation there. But I think the reason why I'm sick is that I only had one choice in the stadium that we were in. It's either Dasani, I guess multiple choices. Either Dasani, like be dehydrated the whole time, or Smart Water. See, I'm not stupid. Smart Water is just a more expensive Dasani, but I had no choice. I was screaming for the past 10 hours. I needed to be hydrated. Again, I always say Smart Water is just Dasani if it insulted your intelligence.
Oh,
so
it's worse then.
Yeah, because they charge you more, but it's essentially the same shit. So
okay,
I think this is why I'm dead, guys.
That could be why.
See why I never want to drink that? It's deadly to my body. It only enjoys bougie water.
Crazy. That is probably honestly why you are sick, because
really
your body's just rejecting it.
It is. I got the body of a god. Just too bad it's Buddha. You know what I'm saying? It's just needs all the good.
God's nutrients. A god, you know?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You want to hop into the first story today? I'll start it off, obviously, to give you,
my guy.
Your voice a break. This one is coming from r/AITAH from Healthy Yogurt 397. Title for this one is, Am I the asshole for breaking up with her after I saw her apartment?
Was it messy, filled with rancid stuff? Was there serial killer tendencies? Was there like scalped and skins hanging in their bedside?
Oh my God.
In that case, that's okay.
Imagine walking in and there's like a Charlie Day diagram of like your face with like mapped pictures of where you are. And it's like, all right, I'm going to go actually.
There's also a chance that this person is just also an elitist. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this apartment's not good enough for me. But I'm feeling spicy today. Let's go not the asshole. The partner is low-key a Delulu person.
Okay. And you better have made sure you didn't spoil this, John. Colton will come after you.
Colton, you think I read? think I read for
In
pleasure?
general?
In general? Come on now.
All right. So I had been seeing this girl for a few months. We met through a friend, so I had known her a little longer, but she was gorgeous and I was super into her. Last Saturday, she invited me to her place, which I had never been to. She had mentioned her apartment was a mess, and I laughed because I thought she was just being self-deprecating. But when we got back to her place, holy shit, dude. I want to start off by saying, I know that people have their reasons for stuff like this, and I don't want to be disrespectful in any way, but the state of her apartment was genuinely shocking when I first went in. It was a pretty small space, and I'm not just talking about clutter, literal piles of trash on the floor, sink full of dishes overflowing onto the counter, stains on the couch and carpet, week-old food on the table, and just piles and piles of stuff everywhere. Not to mention the overpowering smell of mold and mildew that I could literally taste in my mouth.
That's a biohazard at this point.
I can't imagine inviting someone over and knowing they're coming over and like just having that all out there and being like, oh, they'll be okay with this, right?
I would definitely leave too. Jesus Christ.
She told me to sit down and stuff. She told me to sit down and like it was completely normal. And I tried not to act weird, but I'm sure she noticed. I stayed for a bit and we watched a movie on the couch, but I left before it got too late. The next day I called her and told her I didn't think things were going to be compatible between us. And she got mad at me for leading her on and breaking up with her for no reason. I didn't mention the apartment, but I don't know, maybe I should have. Literally nothing about her appearance or personality would have led me to expect this. So it was sort of unbelievable to see the state she was living in. I feel bad for her and I worried I might have acted too quickly. So am I the asshole?
No, not the asshole. But if I were you, OP, I'd come clean to the... Okay, damn. I did not even think that through, but yes, I would... Yeah, I even had to process that shit. Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Your subconscious is working overdrive while you're saying.
Fuck me, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if you want... First of all, I'm saying not the asshole. And if it's one thing that let's say this relationship proceeds for some reason. And if they are that type of person who's going to be messy like that, I mean, that's, first of all, it's gross. I'm not going to virtue signal here. My place is not always the cleanest too. That's why I always tell people, give us like 3 to 5 business days before you're coming over, because I ain't gonna lie, my place is a mess too, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if there's something mentally probably not going well with is it the girlfriend? Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, ex-girlfriend now.
Or
but
ex-girlfriend that they're dating. If maybe they're going through like spells of depression, why they're not doing that. That's a whole another conversation for another day. But, seeing that place, and if you don't want to have a relationship with someone based on their cleaning habits, that's perfectly fine, because you don't want that progressing to your place in the future if you end up sharing.
Yeah. Kelly and the blind therapist mentioned there's a Friends episode, which I also did think of when I was reading this one originally. And so OP wrote an edit. I just watched the Friends episode and it's scarily similar, LOL. So, yeah, to me, it's, I think I would also let them know why I'm breaking up with them, because it's like, and don't be mean about it. Just be like, listen, I like, and I haven't thought about this for very long, what I'd actually say, but just be like, hey, I saw, your apartment and it kind of threw me off. I don't think I could live with someone like that or see myself with someone who lives like that.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like if she wants an actual reason, there you go, give it to her. And then she can take that information and, if she wants to clean up, improve her living arrangements. I don't know. But I think giving her the actual reasons to why you're breaking up gives some sort of closure for her and something to work on going forward if she wants to.
Yeah, because that's wild. One like week's worth of plates just chilling there. And if you can smell mold, is that what they said?
Yeah, taste it.
I can't even imagine the state of their lungs at this point, just breathing in those spores. What is this Last of Us shit happening in their apartment right now, dude? It's crazy.
Yeah. Although on the plus side, you might also get AITAH to join you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You have a threesome?
That's wild. That's crazy work, John. Crazy work.
Oh, fuck. The top comment says, not the asshole, but I do think you should have mentioned the apartment. People who don't know what the problem is can't take any corrective action. Tell her and then move on. So
I agree.
Yeah.
That might be the, something that'll trigger in their brains. It's like, oh my God, am I ruining potential partnerships because of the state of my place? And yeah, it's good to have those feedbacks sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because I would genuinely want to know why someone is leaving me if there seemingly was no issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then you can take that, work on it, and then put it towards your next relationship. Be like, yeah, maybe I'll tidy up before someone comes over or whatever.
Yeah.
Man. Crazy.
That was a good one. Come clean.
You want me to go again, John?
No, I'll try it out. If you see me dying and coughing, then you could take over.
No, I'll just let the silence hang in the air.
Yeah.
Good podcaster.
I should be good for now. All right. So, all right. Hopefully, I didn't pick the same "Am I the asshole" from you because I'm taking it.
We'll see. I've got a couple "Am I the assholes" here, but if we overlap, no worries.
Gotcha. All right. So this one is posted by Imaginary. My screen always gets cut off. By Imaginary Bag 976. The title is, "Am I the asshole for saying that I thought my sister's wedding was immature and trashy?"
I'm gonna go, okay. Even if it is, I think you're the asshole for saying that to your sister because it's her day.
Mm-hmm.
It's their vision. However they want to go about it, they can go about it however they want. So I'm going to say yes. Asshole.
My sister was the OP from the previous story and they got married inside their apartment. I'm just kidding. That's not
well, if it was a mess, then I don't think childish would be the way to describe that.
All right. Story goes as this. My sister, 26 female, got married last month and I, 29 female, thought everything went okay. She had a beautiful venue, but I thought her wedding was a bit trashy. Her dress was beautiful, even if it was cheap. It was a mini dress with off-the-shoulder sleeves. I advised her to cover her arms because she's got a patchwork tattoo sleeve on her left arm, and I asked her if she really wanted a mouse in a party hat or a cowboy cat in her wedding photos. To which she said, "I think it'll look sick as hell."
Okay, then shut the fuck up, OP. What the fuck? That's and who cares if the dress is cheap? A lot of people can't afford some extravagant wedding, and maybe they don't even want that. You know what I mean?
And it's like the reverse thing of what Sean always says, right? Like that's their vision of their wedding. Why are you butting in?
Yeah.
And it seems like they're economically smart about it. I don't know why the hell they're tripping.
And she thinks it's sick as hell. I agree.
Yeah. She looked beautiful on her wedding day, aside from her tattoos and the bit of rodent pee she got on her dress from when she insisted on taking picture with her babies. Then, for the reception, she ordered pizza and had a Walmart sheet cake. Why? So she can spend money on a bounce house and a ball pit.
That sounds sick.
I gotta say, that sounds fun as fuck. I thought the worst part of her wedding was that she didn't allow kids to come to save money, and because in her words, kids can be attention whores.
Well,
they can be.
Yeah, and it's up to you if you want kids at your wedding. We opted to have just immediate family kids at our wedding, and everyone else was like, yeah, we'd prefer not to have a bunch of kids running around. You know what I mean? That was our choice, and I think that's if you don't want that, you don't want that.
I had 0 kids in my fuck them kids. So I had to pay $100 for a sitter in addition to the $200 I gave them as a wedding gift. At the end of the night, she and a bunch of party guests ended up jumping into the pool at her hotel because she thought it would be fun and bribed the night manager at the hotel to open the pool again so they could swim for a bit, which I thought was rude. So her wedding dress and her husband's suit was ruined from that. Yesterday, we were going through the photos and she said that she had the time of her life and everything went perfect. I mentioned that I thought it was a bit immature, and she said I was just a stick in the mud, and if I could get loose for 5 minutes, I could have had fun too.
Yeah.
I tried to show her where I was coming from, but her husband stepped in and said if I didn't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't have said anything at all, and that even his fifth grade students knew that. I didn't say anything else about it, but what she said still kind of hurts. So, am I the asshole for saying that I thought my sister's wedding was immature and trashy?
Yes, you are a huge asshole. Holy shit. Who gives a shit if this isn't your perfect wedding? It's not your fucking wedding. Shut the fuck up. You're a wet towel at an event that's supposed to be celebrating your sister and her new husband, and you are just shitting all over everything. It's like, just chill. Even if you truly hate it, just shut up and sit in the corner. You don't have to, go up to them and be like, this is trashy. This is like, are you sure that's what you want? It's like, shut up. Like, don't go if you truly don't want to celebrate them. And like, then the complaining about the kids thing is just like, that's gonna happen at weddings. If you don't want to pay for a babysitter, don't go. You know what I mean? Like, there's all this is coming down to is, I think they would have had more fun if you weren't there, to be honest, OP.
Absolutely. And the craziest part to me as well is that when the sister showed the wedding picture and she's like, hey, I had the most absolute perfect time. And I think my wedding was absolutely perfect. And then this OP was like, nah, it was kind of trashy. Like, bitch, are you kidding me right now? It was my wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I had fun. Why are you tripping about it?
Yeah.
Top comment for this one. Okay, lower score tonight. 3703 commented, her dress was beautiful if cheap. This tells me all I need to know. You're an asshole. You scream classic mean girl. And then the comment below that is by Big Imagination 4377. They put, yep, the only thing truly trashy at the wedding that we know of was OP.
Oh, 100%.
And I 100% agree.
And Kira said W husband, and I agree. I think the husband standing up for, his new wife is
the right
huge
thing
win
to do.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, can I bother you if I refresh my page real quick because my screen is glitching on my end?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, WikiManiacs, BRB.
Yeah, that is a crazy story though. Like, just imagine trying to have so much, thinking you have the authority to comment about what they should do about their own wedding. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back, John. You're back. I was just ranting about how crazy it is.
I would just, build an army of rats and just send it to that sister's home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, tear up all their wires and fuck it all up.
Kira said it's crazy. She wrote that without thinking, without no self-awareness. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
How many stories have we read where that's the case? It's just like, how do you type all this out and not go, you know what? I probably was the asshole.
And good. And was Sonny put cheap, fun weddings. I mean, honestly, weddings are not supposed to be super expensive or there's no rule saying that it has to be expensive to be fun.
No.
I feel like they did the smart thing of doing something economical. And at the end of the day, that's their version and that's their vision of a perfect day. Who's going to shit on them and they're going to have lasting memories. They have their pets in their pictures. They had a bounce house. Shit, I'd love to have a bounce house. That'd be cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, that actually did sound super fun. And the pool jumping afterwards.
Except the Wally World pizza. That shit was trash.
All right, let's move on to the next one here. This one's cross-posted on our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki, by Hop Into It. The goat. This one is titled, Husband doesn't like when I orgasm and tries to stop it when it's happening.
You don't want your partner to bust, bro? What do you mean?
Yeah. This is a
It's
crazy title.
Edging?
I will also admit I haven't read this one fully all the way through. I wanted to experience this with you, John.
Oh, you wanted to climax together, right?
I wanted to climax together with this story, and I didn't want to stop you.
Hey, but sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, don't say that, because then I'm gonna get FOMO. I want to go too." I'm like, just let me keep working, please. I'm like, damn it, it's working for me. Damn.
Dustin says ruined orgasms are a kink, but that involves consent. I didn't even know that. So I guess anything is
that was a damn kink.
Anything could be a kink. I guess that's true.
Holy.
All right. So I'm hoping someone can help me figure out what to do in this situation. Basically, when I start to orgasm during sex, my husband will physically restrain my reflexive movements so I can no longer finish. For example, if my back reflexively starts aching the wrong way, he will use his forearm to straighten out my back so I can't move it. If I'm on top and start to orgasm, he will lift me off of him until the feeling passes. Then we'll keep going when I no longer have the urge to move the way he doesn't like. He has even stopped altogether because he says I'm hurting him or that what I'm doing doesn't feel good, and go back to the other way. Last week I was on top when the main event started. He interrupted saying, "Nope, not like that," and physically lifted me up and told me just to stay still and let him do it. So I'm just hovering over him, confused, while he finished. And then that was it. Afterwards, he told me to please not do that one move again because it's not comfortable for him. This guy is fucking disgusting. I don't think
I'm confused.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Is OP like not intently hurting their partner, right? Like it's just
yeah. It is.
So OP or the OP's husband, is that what's going on? He's saying that it's not physically comfortable for him,
or like if she's starting to, he will do something to stop that. Like, yeah.
Okay, I need more details because I'm okay.
I mean, it's fucked up either way. I would never touch him again. So he says it's not comfortable for him. I apologize and left right after because I didn't mean to hurt him. I apologize and left right after because I didn't mean to hurt him. I told him my hips move like that when I orgasm as a reflex, and I wasn't meaning to do it. He said that it was okay and that I did much better at the end. I was like, oh, but I had to completely stop mid-orgasm and turn myself off in order to do that, and wasn't able to finish because of it. Then last night we were in the side-lying spooning position when my orgasm started, I guess. I arched my back the wrong way for a second, and he said I was doing it the weird thing with my back again, and he moved my body back to where he wanted it. He said he was just trying to help. He even said, haven't you seen the way girls twerk on Instagram? They do it like this, and you are doing it like this, with a grossed out look on his face. He said the way I was doing it wasn't attractive. I think if he said the Instagram thing, I'd be like, I'm out. Fuck you.
It's like, what the hell is in your algorithm? What's going on here?
That's what I mean. Also saying I'm not attractive during this.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I told him that once again, I wasn't doing it intentionally. It was an orgasm. It's just the way my body moves. He brought it up again today, saying that I arched my back just fine up until the end, so he knows I can do it. It is all totally invalidating. He isn't hearing me, and even worse, he keeps stopping me mid-orgasm over and over. The only reason I didn't say something to him about it sooner was because I thought him restraining me and holding me down was him trying to put effort into being dominant in the bedroom. LOL. Now that I know he was seriously trying to correct me all this time, I'm like, what the hell? My issue is the way he says I'm physically hurting him when it happens. What am I supposed to say to that? So that's the post. There is an edit, but I'll let you jump in on this.
I mean, with the whole hurting thing, like that could be a possibility, but this sounds just more of a controlling behavior. Yeah. And it's like, I don't understand why this, OP's partner is not wanting their spouse to get off. I mean, I feel like that's the point of, sex, especially with this type of relationship, is to like please each other. I mean, like I said, the uncomfortability is like valid if you're saying that, but everything, I think with the context that was given, it's hard to kind of side with him. It's just because a lot of the things he does, it's like every time he sees, OP's certain way of like, all right, this is the thing that gets me off. He wants to control the situation to only it to be pleasurable for him. And that's unfair for OP because it's like, come on now, what are we doing here? Like we're supposed to get off like together, but it's just weird how he's manipulating the behavior and the whole, girls on Instagram twerk like this, twerk a certain way. It's just like, all right, well, I feel like this dude has some sort of an addiction to those type of content, which is weird behavior that I'm getting from the husband.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even sound like, I think it goes further than that even. He just wants basically a sex doll. Like he doesn't want, and like he's not addressing like your needs, not even concerned about like, okay, well, if this is hurting me, maybe I'll give you a turn like later, using some like hands, oral, whatever. Like there are other ways he could do this where it's just like, okay, maybe it truly does hurt him that way. And let me do something else to, make this a more enjoyable experience for both of us. But he's not even entertaining that idea and then bringing up the Instagram shit. It's just like
in the middle of it.
Okay, fucker. Like, you're saying I'm now ugly because I'm doing it this way. It's like you're fucking. You need to fucking leave this piece of shit. Or I don't know. I truly think if he did this more than once, I'd be like, yeah, I'm out. Like this should be an enjoyable experience for both of us.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. If someone is typically uncomfortable or it's kind of painful in the moment during sex, I think the smart thing to do if I was the husband is just like stop it all together, right? Just be like, hey, I'm not feeling this right now. This is a painful experience for me. And then have that conversation, say like, all right, we need to like have like corrective actions for this. But all the evidence that OP has given so far, it's just a control thing at this point. And it's, I'm with you, Joe. Like at first, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was confused. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But the more, context we were given, this is, I would leave. I would leave.
So I'll read the edit here to give a bit more clarification on some things. So edit, and then they give a list of like 1, 2, 3 for more information. So number 1, we've been together for a whole decade, but married for a few years. We own a house and have kids now. This behavior just started. He has always been selfish in the bedroom, but P and V is usually enough for me, so it worked out fine, and I didn't really notice the imbalance. When I was pregnant, I was on bed rest and wasn't allowed to have P and V sex. That's when I realized he didn't want to reciprocate hand jobs or oral. I started asking for him to do it more foreplay and be more giving in the bedroom. So maybe this is him reacting to that, which I think is not okay.
So why are you going to punish your wife for being in bed rest because she literally just pushed a human being out?
Yeah.
Come on now, buddy.
Yeah. Number 2 is just saying this is not a bot or rage bait. I'm honestly so grateful to hear that my situation sounds like a fake rage bait to you, just because it means that other people feel the same way I feel and I'm not crazy. And number 3, honestly, I have never been with or ever heard of a guy who didn't want his girl to orgasm, and to think he is purposely making mine stop right in the middle, it sounds so unbelievable. So I thought I really must be hurting him. That, or that he didn't know they were orgasms, but after I explained it to him, I fully expected him to stop doing it. Now that he hasn't stopped and is still trying to bend me the way he wants to during it, he has to know / understand, right?
It's deliberate at this point.
It is, yeah. I'm also fully I also fully expected him to want to help make the experience more comfortable for himself while accommodating my pleasure, and I'm completely shocked that he's still trying to say I'm basically doing it wrong. It's so absurd, I cannot believe what I'm hearing, which is why I'm here on Reddit getting a second opinion. Thank you all so much.
Oh, boy, what is up with these selfish people? I think, man.
Stevie says I need the folding chair.
I don't know. I think if you love somebody, especially in a long-term relationship like this, just seeing them just be happy in any single way, whether it's sexual or you just an act of service that you've done, just seeing that glimmer or smile from that person, that should motivate you to keep doing it, or two, find different ways to make sure that they're happy. It's all about making your partner happy, because it seems like this OP reciprocates with
Mhm.
stuff in bed. And it's like, bro, you don't want your girl to nut? What the fuck is wrong with you, Ben Shapiro motherfucker?
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane. I can't imagine being with someone and not wanting that, because that's like,
Seriously.
I feel that's the goal from both sides, is to be like, yeah, I want my partner to enjoy this as much as I am. It is just like to physically stop that. And especially out of like him starting this after pregnancy, seems like he's doing it in a like a what's a vindictive manner.
Mm-hmm.
So it's given me red flags, and I think I would just stop having sex with him for a long time until
Seriously.
he admits to, what he's doing, and I don't know, wants to go to like sex therapy or something like that. Like there's other like ways he can learn. Me personally, I'd be fucking out of there. The disrespect.
Yeah, may this person never feel another touch again in his life, because it sounds like a selfish ass husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Moving
turn,
on
John.
to the next story. This one is posted by Throw RA Child from r/relationship advice. This is a long ass title, Josh. So
Okay. Buckle in for the title.
bear with me a little bit. My wife wants me to turn down a good job because she doesn't like who I will work for. How can I get her to understand I have to do what's best for the family?
Oh, man. Oh, man. I understand from the like perspective of not wanting to work for shitty companies, shitty billionaires, you know what I mean? But I also understand that you do have a job, and if it's Trump, that's more direct. I was thinking like you're working for Amazon or something like that. It's like, yeah, I understand that it's a shitty company, but you need a job, and if that's the one that's offering right now, then take it. But it is a moral dilemma for some people.
I do have tea, by the way. I've been drinking the whole time, but
I thought you were gonna. I thought, I'm so brain broken. I thought you meant tea as in gossip. I was like, I'm so ready for this.
My brother, the first sentence alone is tea.
Okay,
as it is.
All right.
All right. You ready for this?
Oh, the ICE jobs too. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, there are some jobs that I would also be like, yeah, if my partner took that, I'd be like, yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Right, let's get to it. So I, almost 2 years ago, had an affair with my coworker.
OP did?
I think OP did. So you'll listen to why they turned down a job.
Okay, yeah.
It'll get there. Okay. So almost 2 years ago, I had an affair with my coworker. I think it was a mixture of depression and stress that caused it. I'm better now, and I can say we both deeply regret what happened. I ended up getting a different job, and my wife and I worked things out. She still struggles with trusting me, but it has gotten better. Fast forward almost 2 years. My former coworker messages me out of the blue about career opportunities. Trying not to be too specific, but she got a really important job and has her own staff, and she asked me to be her chief of staff. The salary would be fantastic, and we got coffee and caught up, and I'm going to probably take it.
You fucking idiot. This is so much worse than what I was thinking it was going to be. And I was like, oh, moral dilemma. It's literally the person you cheated on your wife with.
It's literally the same. Yeah, you about to be a chief of staff, and you're going to have to provide that stuff, it seems like. I told my wife, and she said, absolutely not. In normal circumstances, I would understand, but we have a 5-year-old, and the salary is just great. I'm the type of guy that puts my child first, and this would allow us to put a lot in his college fund.
I put my child's first, but I cheated on his mother.
You put your child on someone else's woman first, buddy.
You
so
fucking piece of shit.
I'm the type of guy that puts my child first, and this would allow us to put a lot in his college fund and trust fund in general, but she has said absolutely not. I reassured her that my former coworker's soon-to-be boss is disgusted by her past actions, and as am I. And this is a professional, and she knows that I'm capable. I just want my wife to understand we gotta think of our son right now.
You are such a manipulative fucking piece of shit. Oh, think of our son. We need the money. I'm gonna go work for the person I cheated on you with. No, fuck you. If you even came to me with that proposition, I'd be like, all right, pack your bags and get the fuck out. You can pay for our child in pay checks every other week.
That's exactly what Connor put on our Patreon. They put, sounds like the child support is great. Go ahead, buddy, take that job. You will be giving some, funds to your kid moving forward, but it ain't gonna be with me.
You will be paying for his college. Because what the fuck? Like, how would you ever just flip it? Like, think of the other way. If your wife had cheated on you and then been like, I'm gonna go work for the guy that I cheated on you with. How would you be okay with that? No, probably not. So I don't blame your wife. I think if I were her, I'd be like, yeah, you can decide right now, me or your fucking ex-coworker. And if you don't choose me, you're packing tonight and getting the fuck out.
My favorite part is when they say that I fucked up everyone's life, but I'm better now.
Yeah.
I'm doing better now. Bitch, you have not taken accountability. There's still work that you need to do because you cheated on them. And the fact that you're not even going to have, it sounds like this person too in this OP is not even going to give the wife the option because it says it's going to be my soon to be future boss type shit. So
yeah,
if I was OP's wife in a situation, boy, I'd let him take that job and then just serve him that papers right after.
Yeah. Because presumably he has a job right now that's working fine. And it's just like, no, you don't understand. I get to have sex and a better salary. It's like, okay, motherfucker. Oh, what a piece of shit.
He was just like, this is a strictly professional relationship. As if it was supposed to be 2 years ago, and yet y'all still did it. What the fuck are you talking about?
How would you ever expect your partner to trust you?
That's crazy work.
Like any second over when you're supposed to be home, I'd immediately be like, he's cheating.
And I wouldn't blame the wife at all.
Yeah. Fuck me. That was crazy. I feel we need a lighter one.
Yeah, because I have no.
Gonna balance that one out. I got a lighter one here. It's from r/today I fucked up.
Oh yeah, baby.
So today I fucked up by taking Viagra daily for nearly a year.
That story about to go hard, baby. Let's go.
So this is by Craig J. Smith himself, which is, if that's your first name and last name, that's crazy to use.
I'm bricked up for no reason.
So for a while now, I've been feeling flushed in the face with a ruddy complexion. My face has felt hot, prickly, and I've had a very stuffy nose as if I'm allergic to something. Let's flash back to April. In April last year, I was prescribed Olextin, in brackets Prozac, due to an ongoing mental health situation, and it seemed to work for me. My mood elevated, my temper suppressed, and everything seemed to be going fine until I began a new relationship, and everything seemed pretty good. The connection was immaculate, the vibes were good, the petting was heavy. What does that mean?
You're telling her she's a good girl.
What are we
Good
what are we
girl.
petting?
Kitty wet.
However, I began to notice the things weren't biologically rising in the way that they should. I initially chalked it up to being in my late 30s and that these things might take some time. However, this problem persisted, and in July last year, I spoke with my general practitioner, who provided me with a prescription for sildenafil, which is Viagra for the layman, 100 milligrams of which I should take. I proceeded to take the little blue circular 100 milligram tablet every morning alongside my vitamins and normal pills of the day.
Vitamin D, baby. Let's go.
Things were never better. Dustin in chat says Canadian petting means farting in French. Didn't know that.
Jesus Christ.
So things have never been better. My life was enviable, or my sex life was enviable. I began to feel energy I hadn't felt since my teens, and my general motivation and drive seemed at an all-time high. Until
this sounds like a Viagra ad, I ain't gonna lie.
Brought to you by no shoutouts, no shoutouts. Until the third or fourth week, that is. A colleague said to me, "Hey, looks like you've been laid out in the sun too long." I said, "I don't think so," hurrying off to consult a mirror to see that my visage was bright, blotchy red. I chalked it up to sunburn or an allergic reaction for nearly a whole year, trying different creams, lotions, and antihistamines, to try and quell the redness. All the while experiencing tremendous tumescene, not to brag or anything. Tumescene, I think, means like engorged. Swollen or engorged. If you know what I mean.
Let's go. Little blue pill made him red.
Wait, that's
all the
not how it's
gangs in
supposed to
LA,
work.
Jesus Christ.
I finally booked in with a different general practitioner with the hopes of seeing a dermatologist to curb the red face woes. He said, "You've been collecting a prescription for Viagra every month for a year," he said, looking upon my file. I said, "Yeah." He says, "You must have a big backstock by now." I said, Are you flirting with me, doc? Surely you aren't in need of them every day," my doctor responds. And then it all became clear. These aren't a daily medication at all. They are a use when required.
But I mean, if you are going at it every day, that sounds like a requirement.
For those who don't know, Viagra causes one's blood vessels to open up more readily, causing more plentiful erections, but also flushing, sinus stuffness, high heart rate, and multitude of other symptoms, which could be attributed to other things. Too long didn't read. I took Viagra for nearly a year because I thought it was a daily drug, not something you should take when you need it, and ended up with a red face, both literally and metaphorically.
My guy got sinus stuffness and penis stiffness. Jesus Christ.
Also, people are making fun of the way I pronounce things. My bad. These are a lot of medical terms in here, okay?
Words are hard, especially when they're medical or professional terms.
I barely read regular words, okay? So.
Yo. So is it just pushing the blood to his face more? I don't know how this works, because
I also don't know, but
because like the blue pill is redirecting blood to the peen.
Well, I think it's opening up blood vessels, right? I think that's what it's doing, and so it's probably doing it in the face as well, and that's what the redness is from. Is what I'm imagining. I don't know how the stuffiness would work. But.
Yeah, someone explained to us. Who I know, we have some medical WikiManiacs here.
Yeah.
Adelaide Grayson said it opens up all those vessels.
Okay.
Lils, John, words are hard after a Viagra story.
Words are hard, but OP is not. Oh, it is actually as well.
Erect me a statue already, Lils.
Whoa.
I guess. Whoa. All right. Ready to move on to the next story, brother?
Now that we're engorged off of a positive story, John.
Yeah, we're bricked up. All right. So, all right. Next story is from Whiter Shadow Off Forever. It's from r/end tipping.
End tipping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tip to tip is what we're gonna.
Got it. Got the connection. I see.
Yeah. I was like, how can I relate? Okay. Anyways, the title for this one is "Just Tip 0% on a $500 dinner."
We've had terrible waiters in the past. I'm going to go with, I'm hoping it's that. If it's just you didn't want to tip, then that's pretty shitty, but we'll see, I guess.
We shall see. I wanted to treat my mom to something special for her birthday, so I took her to the nicest Japanese place and got the omakase with course supplements and a bottle of very expensive sake. Service was fine, nothing exceptional, but also nothing to complain about. When the bill came, the total was $539, and the tip options were 30%, 40%, and 50%. I saw it and thought, fuck that, and quickly tapped through to the no tip option and handed it back to the waiter.
There has to be a other option there as well.
Yeah. And that was another thing too. Like, I mean, as someone who I enjoy going to, said restaurants, a lot of times they have something called service fee already.
Right.
And that's included, especially in those type of seating, especially omakase. There's a lot of like, chef to chef interaction. So a lot of times those service fee are included already. But the there's also like, I hate POSs like that only gives you like 30, 40, or 50. There are buttons that you could press that are saying like, hey, custom tip or bring cash.
For sure. I will say that's not necessarily the service staff's fault. You know what I mean?
It's the machine, yeah.
Well, it's the owner of the restaurant who set those. And so it's like, yeah, even if, and it doesn't sound like the service was bad. It was just mid, which is like, sure, if you want to tip anything at that point, it's like, yeah, if you truly feel it was mid, you can go 15 or something like that.
Yeah, or something, yeah.
Like, or like double check the receipt to make sure there is like a service fee in there.
Yeah. He saw the receipt printout and got this look on his face and looked up and said, "Oh, sorry, I think you accidentally forgot to tip. I'll just go to our system and cancel it and you can run it again."
That's crazy.
My mom, also an avid non-tipper, laughed and told him that we weren't going to tip him a single cent and to give me my receipt back.
I think you're an asshole.
Yeah. He then proceeded to call over the manager, who tried to ask us what went wrong. And when I explained that nothing was wrong and that I just don't believe in tipping, he tried to fucking say that it's unfair to the waitstaff if we don't tip on a big bill. My mom laughed in his face and then we walked out. I'm so sorry, but fuck tipping and fuck that noise. I'm watching my card statement to see if they try to double charge me, but I'll never go back there again, regardless.
Oh, you are, you and your mom are pieces of shit. To be avid non-tippers is crazy. Like, I mean, I rail against tip culture because I think it's bullshit when it's like, a fast food restaurant and they're like trying to tip you 20%. It's like, well, I didn't get like, there was no like service other than handing me the meal. Like, if you feel like you should tip for that, sure. Like my local coffee shop, I'll tip them because it's like, yeah, you're not a fast food restaurant. I want the people working here to get tips. But it's just like being an avid non-tipper is just such a dickhead move because it's just like you can not believe in tipping, but you're still fucking over the server. It is crazy of the server to be like, "Oh, you forgot to tip. Here, let me go."
That is crazy.
That's
crazy
so but yeah, so I don't know. I think yeah, you can be mad at the tipping culture, but it's hard because like taking it on the wait staff is not the way to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We kind of did something similar to when we went to Japan, kind of that same like omakase style over there. And to not get, not have to pay for tip it felt strange because I'm just like, man, you guys did such a phenomenal job taking care of us. Like, I want to give something as a thank you, but they're like, no, we don't do that stuff around here because we pay our staff well and we take care of them.
Yeah.
So we just left them like reviews and all those positive things and, just told them, complimented the chef like all day, basically, just how delicious everything is. But there is thing that kind of does make me mad about like tipping culture in America is I've been to like a massage parlor too, where like the starting tipping was like 30%. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. I'll give a 20% automatic. But like starting at 30% is fucking wild behavior to me though.
No, for sure.
And that's why I suggested I'll just bring a separate cash and just be like, hey, I'd rather give this to you directly anyways.
For sure. But I mean, it's like you're already spending $500. You're clearly not hurting for money. There's just two of you. So I don't know. It seems like you're just you think you're better than the wait staff and treating them like shit, or not treating them like shit, but just not, tipping them for their service. It's like, and I get it. We have a international audience, and that's not as common
in other countries. Yeah,
it's not as common in other countries. But here it is, because unfortunately they don't pay their wait staff properly. And until that changes, I don't think we could just decide not to pay. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, don't go to a fancy restaurant if you are expecting not to tip.
Yeah.
I mean,
agreed.
Go to fucking Wendy's or something. I don't know. All right. Moving on.
Oh, SJ on our Patreon asked, is the tipping culture in Canada similar to the US?
It is, yeah. Yeah. It's usually like starting at 15%, going up to 25% as the quick options, but then there's always another option. That's what I was saying. It's like, you can always just type in your own, usually on those machines. So
yeah,
crazy to me. All right. This one here is from AITAH, once again.
Ooh.
From Juggernaut Slow 4213. Title is, am I the asshole for skipping my brother's wedding because I wasn't invited to the engagement party?
Were you an asshole to your brother?
Potentially.
I'm going to go not the asshole on this one.
Okay. What's your thought process?
Maybe the brother was not a fan of like OP's aesthetics and how they look, and they didn't want them in those engagement photos, but they're okay with them being in a wedding.
Okay.
But I could be completely wrong.
Sounds good. Sorry. Sweet Memory says, I don't know if it's just me, the connection on Twitch is bad.
Oh no.
Can anyone else on Twitch confirm that? Otherwise,
let us know.
Keep going. You're here on YouTube, so at least you get to watch here as well.
Yeah.
So we'll continue on. If anyone's having issues, let us know. I'll keep honoring that. But let's hop into the story. So I, 28 male, have a twin brother. Growing up, we were inseparable, and until recently, I thought we were still very close. I was always more of a shy nerd, and he was an extrovert that played sports throughout our childhood and high school, but we spent almost all of our time together by choice. We went our separate ways when college came. He studied in local Arizona, and I went to college in Pearland. When I graduated, I stayed there because I fell in love with the city. My friends are here. My professional networks from internships were here, etc. But I always flew back home for holidays, events, birthdays, etc. Oh, Moonface Secret says it's buffering on Twitch. Interesting.
Oh no.
I don't know why it's doing that. My guess would be that's Twitch, but I could be wrong.
Hop on over to YouTube, Moonface Secret, if you got it.
Apologies for that. I'm not getting any errors from Twitch, so I don't know what's going on. So I flew back home for birthdays, holidays, etc. My brother announced on Instagram that he and his girlfriend of 3 years got engaged. I was incredibly happy for him and texted him congrats. He mentioned they were planning to have an engagement party in 6 to 8 weeks, and I told him to let me know so I can book a flight to come celebrate. I was never told a date. If I brought it up with him or anyone else in my family, they'd change the subject or say it's still being planned and confirmed. After a few weeks, I texted my brother to ask him about the date because it must be getting close and I don't want to pay for a last-minute flight. No response. I asked my mom for details and she said, it's not really an engagement party, just a small dinner with family. There's no need to come down for it. Turns out, it was in fact a big party. They rented out an entire restaurant for 4 hours and there were about 80 guests. Family, friends, cousins, everyone. Everyone was told I couldn't make it. My aunt, who was like a second mother to me, texted me that she was very disappointed I couldn't make it in time to join, and I replied that I would have happily come, but I was not invited. Word spread quickly around about my snub, and my parents and brother tried to say it was just a misunderstanding. That was almost over a year ago. Since then, I've tried to get to the bottom of why I wasn't invited. Over the course of months, it went from, it was just meant to be a small gathering, to, I don't know what happened, there must have been a miscommunication, to, it's just a party, it's no big deal. I asked my brother if he was mad at me. I thought maybe his fiance didn't like me. Even if she or he didn't want me there, why were my parents okay with this? This really wasn't like them. Christmas and Easter was awkward as hell because no one but me wanted to address the elephant in the room, and any conversation about anything was like small talk with strangers. When I visited in May for my sister's birthday, I left early after my sister said, "You move so far away, it's like you're not really family anymore. You make everything feel so weird now."
What?
9 months ago, I got the save the date announcement, and 6 months ago, I got the invitation to the wedding. I wasn't asked to be in the wedding party, which is fine and wasn't surprising at the point. My sister and younger brother were asked to be in the wedding party, so another snub. I also didn't get a +1 for my girlfriend, who I've been seeing for almost a year and a half. My sister, however, got a +1 for her friends with benefits. So,
what?
Yeah, that's crazy. That caught John.
Damn. Got me fucked up.
So I decided I wasn't welcome, and I was probably only invited for optics to play Happy Family. I didn't RSVP no, since I knew that would cause a shit show. I just didn't go. The wedding was this past weekend. No one contacted me about missing the rehearsal dinner, so I guess even if I didn't go, I wasn't invited to that either or expected to be there. I started getting texts and calls about an hour before the ceremony asking where I was, if my flight was delayed, how far along I'll be, etc. And I ignored them. They stopped for a while during the ceremony, but started up again right after. I finally picked up my mom's call and she screamed, "Where the hell are you?" I replied, "In Portland, where you all prefer me to be." She said, "This is your brother's wedding. How could you embarrass us?" I answered, "It's just a party. It's no big deal, right?" It was probably the first time in my life my mother was speechless. After a few seconds of silence, I said, "Tell everyone I said hi," and I hung up. Now I'm getting calls and texts from everyone saying I was being petty and ruined the day. So am I the asshole here?
No. Honestly, the whole time I was waiting to find out the reason why your family's possibly beefing with you. But really the only thing that I heard was that you moved away to go to college. And, you know, honestly, if it's something that they were pressed about, if you were a tight-knit family, y'all fucking grown. Have that conversation, said like, you know, you moving away really upset me and we're not as close anymore. But the whole, you know, ignoring game and the whole, hey, it's just a party, gaslighting you to the point that it's like, it's not really a big deal. And then make you feel bad about it later on. And then you did the reverse Uno card on them. I mean, yeah, you did the right thing. They already ostracized you. They didn't invite you to the, you know, the rehearsal party or like the engagement party. And then you're kind of like an afterthought too on the actual wedding day. And your parents enabled your brother for ignoring you and lying to you this whole time. So I wouldn't have showed up either. Like I wouldn't feel welcome there, to be honest.
Yeah, because at no point did they make you feel like, yeah, we want you to come. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and it, like just having had a wedding last year, it's like you can see who RSVP'd. You know who hasn't, and you follow up with that. Hey, are you able to come? If not, that's cool. Just wanted to know. Like, for them not to follow up with you up until an hour before the ceremony starts, it's like, okay, how much did you really want me there? It's like, I'm sure you'll have a better time. Like, it's clearly just for the sake of, oh, we'd rather have the family there so people don't ask questions. Because I'm sure that's what it was. Like the aunt or someone was asking like, oh, where's OP? And then they have to be like, oh, yeah, where is he? You know what I mean? Like feign innocence and not knowing why they're not there. So a commenter said, you were only re-invited to the wedding so that you could sit there like a prop while everyone clinked glasses and said, look at our perfect family. To which OP responded, said, you've totally hit the nail on the head. If anyone was just like, hey, it feels like we've lost touch, so just a heads up, you may not be as involved as others, that would have been fine.
Thank you.
One of my cousins who was on my side actually told me that I wasn't even placed at the family table because there wasn't any room to fit me there. So even if I went, I would have just been some random guest, which is crazy to not even include your brother at the family table.
Yeah, it's just like,
but the friends with benefit is probably there.
It's crazy work. And they also like slapped it on your face when OP, the moment they found out their twin brother was getting married, the first thing he did was, hey, congratulations, I'm happy for you. I will be there right away to celebrate you.
Yeah.
Right? He's already taking time out of his day, pockets, financials, just to be with you in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then family events as well, instead of saying, oh my God, we haven't seen you forever, like, welcome back, welcome home. It's like, oh, this is weird. It's like you're not even family anymore because you've been so distant. Well, no shit, I would feel some type of way, and like,
yeah,
I don't feel welcome here anymore.
Yeah, and as someone who has like moved away from like my hometown, I still go back for birthdays, part like holidays, events, and like my family come to visit me. It sounds like you're doing all the effort to go visit them. It doesn't sound like they're coming to visit you. Yeah, I don't know. I would also feel very ostracized from this family for, moving to, go to school and then like building a life. And it's like, they shouldn't be jealous about that. They should be happy and then like wanting to visit, wanting to, keep communications. It's like, it's a two-way street here. You also have to put in the effort. And it sounds like they're not. So,
or kind of like what that commenter said. It's just, hey, just let me know that I'm not going to be as involved. I'm pretty sure Opie's not going to get hurt. He knows he's the one that moved out and, not as close with his family. And it's just, be a fucking grown man or be a grown person and just have that conversation with your sibling or your family in general. The parents, the twin is an asshole, but the parents are the worst people in my opinion in this story.
For sure. I agree. All right.
Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah, if you want, I could take another one if you want me to.
I got it, buddy. I think I'm getting there. So this one is from Am I the Asshole? Posted by Frequent Sprinkles 3. Title is Am I the Asshole for accusing a girl about lying about her ethnicity and parents?
Yeah. I think that's a crazy accusation. Am I wrong? Like if someone's like, yeah, like if I was to come up to John and be like, yeah, I'm German or whatever, and you're like, actually, you look French. What the fuck? How would you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how this story goes. So I work with this girl who, for a lot of reasons, I dislike. Asshole to me already. She's very rude and snobby. Regardless, I've avoided her and never had any personal problems. For context, this girl looks Native American / Mexican. She has a slight tan with long black hair, and I never asked her about her ethnicity as I thought it was obvious.
Why is it any of your business, to be honest?
I'm saying, if you don't fuck with someone already, why are you going to get invested in their life?
Who cares? Yeah.
Who fucking cares? And it's just a coworker. Like, bro, just do your damn job and go to fuck home.
Yeah.
And this happened in January. My job was having a big New Year's party and parents were invited. My folks live out of state, so they didn't come. However, my coworkers did, and I was shocked. Her father is a dark-skinned Cambodian and her mother is black. Yet she's way lighter than both and doesn't look black or Asian at all. I just assumed she was adopted, but she's telling people they are her biological parents. I asked her how when she is 10 shades lighter than both and doesn't have curly hair or look Blasian.
Holy shit, dude. You just said that? You just said that out loud with words? What the fuck?
HR was there to fire her ass.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
I knew someone that was adopted and lied about their ethnicity, so I assumed this was the same situation. She got extremely upset and said it's possible to be lighter than both parents, but I've never witnessed that in my life. I accused her of lying and she reported me to my manager who told me to drop it.
Yeah.
Now, all our other coworkers are calling me an asshole. Am I?
Yes, you actually, you're just insane for saying that. And then like being like, nah, you're actually lying. Like, okay, what the fuck? First of all, who cares? You know, in general about any of this, it's like, this should have nothing to do with your work, I imagine. You know what I mean? So it's just like, who fucking cares? And then they tell you, no, these are my parents. And then for you to be like, nah, you're lying. It's like, well, first of all, why do you care so much that you're willing to accuse them of lying about their biological parents and who they come from? Also, yeah, we've had this many times with like the, you know, should I get a DNA test for my kid or whatever? like kids come out different from their parents because genetics are a crazy thing. You know what I mean? Like they could have grandparents, great grandparents that are, you know, maybe lighter or something like that. So they take that trait from them. And it's just like, there's so many reasons why you're just being racist and so dense that you're so dumb and so racist on so many different levels.
I mean, look, I did my DNA genealogy shit. I'm supposed to be like 20% European.
As fuck.
Do I look Irish to you at all?
I like how that was the European.
Not even fucking. No, it's just I'm like Irish.
Oh, you are Irish.
Yeah, 20% Irish. Which is, I'm like, hey, yo, where the fuck did I get this shit from? Like, I don't look anything like it. And yeah, genetics are a crazy thing. You know, maybe the mom or the dad has recessive genes who just happen to take over. Like, that's why the kid has lighter skin. Some people I've seen are parents, a lot of NBA players, parents, they look short as hell, but kid is 7'2". Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah.
And let's say OP, or let's say the coworker was indeed adopted. So fucking what? That's not your business to out that in front of coworkers who has nothing to do with your work whatsoever.
Exactly. That's
like, what are you talking about?
That's my main thing I'm stuck on. It's just like, at what point does this have anything to do with your work, and why does it matter to you? It sounds like you're just a racist piece of shit who, to me now, it's like you dislike this coworker because you're racist. You know what I mean? It seems like that's the thing. So I don't know. This OP sucks ass.
Kitten Mittens on our Patreon said the forehead might be Irish. Speaking of someone, a quarter Irish with a 5 head. Kitten Mittens, I've got like about to be a 6 head going on. Look at this shit. It's crazy.
That means you're more Irish than them.
Oh, maybe.
There you go.
Maybe. It's wild.
I don't know enough about Irish, genes.
Me neither.
So. Nor do I care.
I don't know if it's all brains, Kitten Mittens. I'm dumb as a rock.
Oh man, that's crazy. That was a crazy one. All right. Trying to decide which one to go with next. Let's do a best of Redditor update. Give you a little bit of a long break here.
Thank you.
So this one is originally posted on r/relationship advice by any resident. The trigger warning on best of Reddit updates is sexism, misogyny. So, I mean, pretty standard for a lot of Reddit stories. Title for this one is "The Guy I'm Dating and His Friends Gatekeeped Me About My Hobbies and Career. I'm Feeling Embarrassed."
Like they were hiding what OP is doing for work? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know if gatekeeped is the proper term in this title, but you see what it means once we go through.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need some help processing this. They made me question whether or not I'm actually authentic when it comes to what I'm interested in. I don't feel like I want to talk about my interests with anyone because I don't want to be pop quizzed. The person I'm dating for 3 months, I'll call him Dan, recently invited me out to dinner to meet some of his coworkers. The first red flag was he invited everyone out to Hooters and said they chose that restaurant because it's close to where they work and it's easy to get to, which is true, but there are several other restaurants nearby that offer better food and a better atmosphere. Okay. Interesting first meeting place.
I ain't gonna lie, Hooters wings do be hitting sometimes.
I've never been to a Hooters, if you're not
especially like they had like a bake or oven something wings. That should be it. I think back when I was living in San Diego, I went there a lot because of they had like a buffet every Tuesday, like all you can eat wings for like $15 at the time, and I abused the shit out of that.
Okay, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, and they stopped it like 2 months in because I was just killing all the wings, baby.
I was putting them out of business.
I probably was.
Before he invited me out to dinner, he half joked that his coworkers, all of them male, didn't believe that he was dating a hot girl that's into the same hobbies as them. Their hobbies are considered to be primarily for men. I was a little irked at that comment, but he said he was just joking, which pretty much became the catchphrase for the men that night. Gross. When everyone arrived at the restaurant, Dan and his coworkers were making comments about the girls that were working there and their physical appearance. This made me a little uncomfortable, but I didn't say anything. It's now seeming clear why they're not there for the wings, John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once everyone ordered their food/drinks, his friends started to quiz me about my interests. Many of them share the same male-dominated hobbies I'm interested in, and they are more or less tried to see if I knew facts about that hobby, as opposed to questioning me what I like/don't like, or what I'm currently doing in said hobby.
I fucking hate people like this, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you can't call yourself a fan if you don't know the most obscure facts about. Shut the fuck up. Let people enjoy things.
It's like someone being like, I'm into Marvel. It's like, oh, what happened in comic 129, page 3? It's like, who gives a fuck?
Who cares? Let people enjoy their shit.
Yeah. OB says, for example, if my hobby was American history, one of them would ask questions like, oh, so you're into American history? How many $1 bills are currently in circulation?
Oh my
or
God.
How old is the French Broad River? Which crazy. I also work as a junior automation engineer at a startup company. I haven't been writing code that long as I work in a QA prior and learned how to code while I was in that position. I'm really green and I know I still have a lot to learn. The projects I'm working on are small and I'm getting help at work. All of his friends are senior level software engineers and were quizzing me about my work and trying to see how much I actually knew.
Ugh.
They were asking about advanced things I did not know about, and they were asking me technical questions that didn't even apply to my job, but they were all smiling and laughing and would frequently say something like, "Oh, we're just kidding." At one point, I felt like I was at some weird interview and was taking one question at a time from each douchebag at the table. I know I stopped faking a smile at some point and just emotionally answered their questions. I think one of them became self-aware because he just looked down at his phone for the rest of the evening, didn't ask me anything else, and just looked uncomfortable. Which is crazy that Dan's just allowing this to happen.
Yeah, what the hell? That's Dan's girlfriend, right?
Yes, yeah.
Boy, Dan, if you don't stand up for your damn girl and tell these guys to shut the fuck up, bro, you're about to be single.
Yep. When they weren't asking pointed questions at me, they were talking to each other and ignoring me. I'd be interrupted if they tried to include my thoughts on the subject or nod at me and then look away to something else. I should mention all these guys were 5 to 10 years older than me. I'm 25 and the guy I'm dating is 29, and his coworkers are in their early to mid 30s. I don't have as much experience as they do. Part of me was hoping I could meet peers who could help guide me or answer my questions about their careers. Instead, one of them literally asked me to give him a SQL query. They all kept saying they were just kidding around or just joking and laughing about it, but it was so cringy. Dan was sitting beside me and wasn't stopping this behavior from his coworkers. He was coaching me, I guess, saying things like, "Oh, you know this one," or "Come on, you got this. We talked about this last week." Dan also made a lot of comments saying, "See, she's really smart too," to one of the guys at the table. That whole night was just awful. He was actually irritated at me because he saw my whole mood change while I was being quizzed by his friends. He said he noticed me having an attitude with his coworkers and they were just having fun and trying to get to know me. That it was immature.
Not attitude, bro. She's been being berated for the past how many hours and being questioned about like her skill sets and all that just so they can have a little. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not getting to know her; it's quizzing her.
No, it's quizzing her
to demean her and make her feel like inadequate in like a role she's just started in, which is crazy. And the hobby before that, which is supposed to be fun and enjoyable.
Yeah.
He goes on to say it was immature of me to have been obviously annoyed and that I audibly sighed multiple times when his friends spoke to me. I can't stop seeing Dan as a super cringy dude now. I thought he was acting ridiculous and seemed more like a 13-year-old boy as opposed to someone who's supposed to be turning 30 in a couple of months. I'm pretty sure I can't go out on with a relationship at this point. I don't think this is an overreaction on my point if I were to break up with him. Is it within reason to end the relationship after this event? Everything was going fine before this happened, but now I just feel gross.
And as you should feel gross. There's not a single time where Dan stood up for you and tell those guys to cool it. And the fact that he got on your case saying you have an attitude when they were making fun of you at your expense, OP, like, yeah, I'd be pissed about this. We talked about it already, like about how you could be a fan of something and people question your shit. Like, I'm gonna take Sean and I's example when we went to wrestling. The event that we went to, Sean is more well-versed in that type of setting, like Japanese wrestling, AEW, and other companies. Like, he's more well-versed in that. But then his friends that came along, shout out Ryan and Ray, they knew a lot of surface level stuff. And then I knew more stuff about like WWE, NXT, TNA, and those other promotions. Every time we shot the shit about wrestling, none of us ever questioned our fandom. Even if their fandom was surface level, Sean is more into certain things, I'm more into certain things. It was like, hey, this is what's going on right now. This is a storyline right now. It became a shared experience. So during the match and during the whole event, we were hyped up together because like, oh, just to add, like, this is what's happening here. So this is why this moment is special type of shit.
Yeah.
And everyone just got like into it even more as the night ended. Hobbies hobbies are passions, and if you share your excitement to someone and you shit on people for not having the same excitement or shit like that, it's like, yeah, of course they're gonna get turned away and think you're a douchebag. And Dan should have stood up for homegirl this whole time, and he about to be single.
Yeah. No, and you're right, John. Like, that's what I don't understand people with like who have hobbies and just like demean people who are just getting into it. It's like, should you want more people into your hobby and and be more interested in it? Like, this is like you guys with wrestling and me with hockey. Like, we talk to each other about it. I'm like, I ask questions. I have no idea what's going on in wrestling, but I'm like, oh, my boys are interested in it. I'll ask questions, and be interested. And it's just like, they never put me down for not knowing. They're always like, oh no, here's like, this is what's going on or whatever. And it's just like, that's how it should be. You should want more people invested in like something that you're interested in, so that hobby gains more fans, and promotes more creativity in that space, or whatever it happens to be. You know what I mean? Like book talk. Book talk's huge right now, and it's like, that's a great thing, because then more people are getting interested in reading. Hopefully more people are interested in writing, and it produces more good content, like more books coming out in the next, decade or so. And it's just like, that should be how these hobbies should be looked at, not gatekeeping them and making them feel worse than, and basically excluding them from the hobby that they enjoy. Crazy.
Thank you. You should see the proud papa look Josh like has every time we say something. Me and Sean say something about hockey, and it's like, oh my god, yes, that's actually correct.
That's correct.
Sometimes before we start recording, I'd be like, I tell Josh, like, I know where this team is from, and he's like, that's exactly where it is, and he's so proud. And I don't know shit about hockey. He never gives me shit about it. So anytime I find some hockey facts and I bring it to Josh, he's just like, oh yeah, hell yeah, and then he expands on it.
Yeah,
like and I started to become more interested in it. So perfectly said, bro. Like, I feel like hobbies should just be shared, and I don't know what the fuck the point is gatekeeping. You think you're better just because you know X amount of facts? Fuck no, bro. Like, let people enjoy their shit.
Yeah, and it's like everybody starts in at a hobby at some point. Like, everyone's new to a hobby at one point, and if it's like, would you be happy if someone else put you down for getting interested in that hobby? It's like, no, you would hate that. So, and you wouldn't come to love it like you do now. So
exactly.
I don't know, just be kind. And this is also your boyfriend who should just have your back and stand up for you.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't blame you for leaving him. A quick shout out before we get to the update. Beth sends $5, says, I'm literally half Irish, possibly more, and all I know about it is I learned from the Lucky Charms commercials.
Wow.
I don't know how accurate that is, but
I missed the berries and cream commercials from Skittles. That was fun.
I'm a little lad.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream.
Skittles commercials were unhinged. There was the guy who touched things and they'd turn to Skittles.
I miss old commercials. Those were fun.
Yeah, they were. All right. So on to the update 4 days later.
Ooh.
So they start off saying, wow, I triggered a lot of fragile men in my first post. To those of you who are triggered, all I have to say is LOL.
Let them stay triggered. Fucking, if y'all can't take that damn criticism about you freaking being uppity about everything, y'all fucking suck.
She was also just not super specific. So if you get really triggered, then you're an asshole who would do this. She
was not like demeaning anybody. You know, she was demeaning those assholes who were fucking being uppity towards her.
Yeah. So she goes on like trashing the guys who were shitty to her, which fair enough. Then they go on to say, anyway, thank you for sharing your stories, but I am so sorry many of you had to go through something similar as this at one point in your life. This isn't the first time I've been gatekept either, just the most blatant. I wanted to add that I know how real men act around each other. I have a brother and I've been around his friends plenty of times. Yes, they rib each other and new members of the group. They joke around, but they've never just asked trivia questions as their only means of communication. Just like, yeah.
Ribbing is fun. Like,
ribbing is fine. And like, yeah, teasing a new member of the group, fine to a degree. But yeah, real men are not bullies to each other or to their partners.
Hey, I tease Julia all the time when she always forgets NFL team names and she be coming up with the most outrageous shit.
Did you guys record? You guys recorded that, didn't you?
I recorded her answers. I didn't record her say, but like she said, Minnesota Vikings were the California conquistadors, and I was laughing my ass off, bro. I was literally deceased in my bed, just fucking ugly crying.
Oh, that's so funny. So the actual update. After the post, I decided it would be best to end things through a phone call. I mentioned ghosting, but it's probably best he knows how and why he fucked up. I waited until Saturday to reach out to him. I told him we needed to talk. And I'm paraphrasing here, but basically this is how the conversation went. Dan, this isn't about the dinner, is it? Me, yeah, it is. Dan says, and? I don't think I've, and then this is OP. It's going to be tricky because I'm jumping around. I should almost get John to read some of this, maybe. Would you want to do that?
Let's do it, brother.
Might be easier because it is a long post. So give me a second here.
My wife's on a chat because I outed her about her NFL team names.
Hey, it's cool. I don't think I could name all the NFL team names if I'm being honest.
Hey, it's hard.
Just shot you the link there. And
where'd you send her, buddy? In Slack?
Slack there. Yeah.
Okay. She had me doing one time with like makeup, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'll be coming up with some weird names.
Makeup is hard because there's a lot of different things too. I also would get that wrong. Lil sent $8. Thank you, Lils. That. And then
Lils. Would you like Lils? But they just recently got fired today.
Oh no,
Lils, don't. Well, can we send it back to you? Like, use this for you.
Oh, thank you, Lils. But
yeah, let us know. Like, sorry, we don't
I just saw Juliet's message. But yeah, that's too bad.
Okay, so you said it's an update, right?
Yeah. So if you see the update, it says 4 days later, then scroll down. There's the actual update with the conversation. I'll play OP. You play Dan.
All right. I'll play Dan. All right. Sick. This is about the dinner, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And?
I don't think I've ever felt so unwelcomed in a group before. It felt like a shitty interview. All they did was test my knowledge. No one tried to get to know me. And when actual conversation was going on, I was ignored or interrupted if I tried to talk.
I don't feel like it was anything like that.
Okay, so how often do you guys just sit around just asking questions like, quick, what is the SQL query if you wanted to delete 2 rows from 2 different tables?
I don't know.
No, really. Do you quiz your friends randomly like that at work or out and about?
No, not really.
And why not? Why don't you just lightning round quiz like that? Because it's not what normal people do?
I don't know. They were just having fun and joking around.
It wasn't fun for me. I have male and female friends in all sorts of professions. I've never cornered any of them to test their knowledge. I trust they know what they're doing. I ask them about work, what they're doing. You ask, you know, normal questions.
Okay.
I'm not going to print out a CPA exam and quiz my accountant friend. Don't you think that would be a little fucked up?
I don't know. Maybe.
Such great responses.
This guy doesn't add anything to the conversation.
No,
like,
that's why I gave it to you, so you didn't have to use your voice as much.
Not even a fucking apology. Not even a, I'm so sorry that, you know, I didn't stand up for you and I didn't do this.
Yeah.
None. What the fuck? Oh my God. Single he needs to be.
So Opie says that's mostly the conversation. We talked a little more that night, and I gave him more specific examples of what he and his friends did, and he never really had any good answers. It was a lot of, I don't know, and single word answers. I told him I created a Reddit post and would send it to him. He was a little pissed off that I did that, felt like I had no reason to do so. At the end of the conversation, he asked if we were done, and I told him, yeah, that I can't see a future with him, and that I saw a different side of him that night and didn't want to be someone's prize poodle on display for the world to see. He didn't really have anything to say after that and just hung up the phone. I sent him the URL for my first post. He texted me throughout the weekend, but I didn't respond. He read the post that I sent him and wasn't happy with it, and he said he couldn't believe so many people were on my side and were hating him. He sent a few more angry texts after that, like he couldn't believe we were breaking up over something so stupid. He did send a few rounds of I'm sorries and let's try and work this through, but when I didn't respond, he just went back to angry texting me. Also,
you guys are breaking up for something stupid, and that stupid is you, Dan.
Yes, yeah. Also, the apologies coming so late in this is crazy.
Oh, crazy.
Also, I did find his friend who buried his head in his phone that night and sent him the Reddit link and asked if that sounded like what happened. Dan's friend said he knew what his friends were doing were wrong and felt bad for me. He apologized for not stepping in and assumed that Dan would eventually speak up for me on my behalf. He also apologized for joining in the beginning and wished me luck in my career. So, there's hope for that guy.
Yeah, still should have,
jumped in
a little bit earlier. Yeah.
But at least he openly was like, no, that is what happened. And I apologize for that. I assumed your boyfriend would step in and stop that shit. So yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as say decent guy Dustin, but at least there's hope for him that he's not a full on piece of shit like these other guys.
I mean, not a lot of people take accountability for the stupid shit they did. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, they don't acknowledge that they made mistakes. They're quick to blame everyone else.
Your wife is crazy. I said date his dad.
That's my girl. Y'all think I'm unhinged? Try living with this girl. She wilded.
That's fucking funny. God damn it.
This house, y'all ain't gonna believe, and she's gonna deny it like so many times. I'm actually the quiet one in the house.
Just
crazy work. She'll deny it.
Oh man, that would be a power move.
My God,
I'm
fucking obsessed with this girl, bro.
That's gonna be my advice going forward. Thank you, Julian.
Yeah. Hey, fuck is that?
Oh
God. She wildin'.
All right, John, you want to do 2 more?
I'm ready, brother.
All right, buddy, take it away.
All right. Picking this one in honor of our boy.
Ooh, it's illegal?
You'll see.
No.
All right. This one is from r/divorced men.
Oh, man. This is going to be a toxic place, I think.
Posted by Duckman. The title is Picked Up a College Girl as a Late 40s Guy.
Illegal. Right off the bat, unless they're in their 40s in college. That's possible too.
Hey, let's get our boy in a soundboard. You got the soundboard? We got to get him in the episode somehow.
Oh man. I got the Predator one here.
Predator.
But I gotta
Yeah.
get illegal.
Oh, shout out shot.
Predator.
All right. I can't even do
Yeah,
that.
you can't do it today. No, just leave it.
Predator. All right. Story goes as this. I got divorced a couple of years ago. Didn't think anyone else would want me, and it was a really dark time in my life. After getting on the apps, I had some success, but I noticed I was filtered out because of my age by a lot of girls that I liked in their 20s.
I wonder why.
I went to a bar over the weekend, and since I got married young, I never really learned to talk to women at a bar. I was observing others, and I noticed groups of women dancing, and then a group of guys would move next to them, and before you know it, the girls are dancing with the guys. So I thought to myself, okay, it's the proximity then. If I just go dance by myself next to some girls, at some point we'll just notice each other or bump into each other, and then I could start up a conversation or dance. I really wish I could go up to I really wish this was like the Chili's where it's just like, get your creepy ass the fuck away from me. I really wish I could go up to a group of girls and just start a conversation, but I don't have that skill. It also didn't help that I was by myself. I downed a couple of tequila shots to get loose and went in the middle of the dance floor and started dancing. The DJ was playing awesome music, and it was just easy to just bop in place. I noticed 4 girls dancing to one side of me and 1 guy and 2 girls dancing on the other side. 4 girls were very intimidating, so I focused on the 2 girls and 1 guy. Also, the whole scoping is like creepy.
Yeah, this is very predatory.
Yep.
The predator button was probably more accurate for this one.
Perfect.
Oh.
I figured out which girl the guy was with, and then I thought, oh, this other girl is a third wheel. She probably feels bad she's single and wants some attention.
Jesus Christ.
She was also dancing really provocatively and was attractive. When the guy and his girl were talking, I used that chance to tell the girl that she looks really good in her dress. She thanked me, and I said, I look good too. I took her hand and spun her around, and we danced for a while and talked, although it was hard with the loud music. I asked her where she lives, and she said Boston. I asked her what she does there, and she said she goes to college. My jaw dropped because I didn't think she was that young. We went to the bar, and I got her a tequila shot and another one for me. The strange part was the guy and the girl went with us too, but they were kind of standing to the side. Neither of them said a word to me except when the girl who had the boyfriend said to me, I need to borrow my friend. I got really bummed out because I've heard about this, that women do this when a guy is talking to their friend, but the girl I was talking to told her that she wants to keep hanging out with me. It probably took 2 to 3 minutes for the other girl to give up.
Jesus when the other Christ. It's a friend trying to stop a drunk friend from making a mistake.
And a mistake is an old ass motherfucker. When the other girl left to go back to dance floor with her man, I asked the girl if she wanted to go for a walk outside and she agreed. My hotel was only 5 blocks away and I asked her if she wanted to go back to it and to see the view.
Why did you have a hotel?
Oh, he was in that weekend. He knows what he was doing.
This is fucking creepy as shit.
Once we got to the hotel room, we went on the balcony and started making out and quickly moved to the bed. It was amazing, and last time I was with a woman in her 20s was 15 years ago when my ex-wife was 29. She didn't spend the night sadly. She took the Uber to the place where she was staying and she said she was going back to Boston the next day. Who knows if that was the truth, but she did give me her IG before she went. And of course, I scrolled through the photos. That's where I saw she just turned 20 4 months ago.
God. Illegal! Fucking gross.
Yes, sir. The last paragraph, my brother, is going to infuriate you even more.
I've been infuriated this whole time.
Oh, I want to see unhinged Josh in these last sentences. Are you ready for this?
No.
Okay. So she went inside the bar with a fake ID. I wanted to share this story to give some encouragement and advice to the other guys. This may have been a unicorn and it may never happen again, but if I just stayed in my hotel room and watched Netflix, nothing would have happened. You have to go out in the proximity of women and dancing, and then good things happen. I haven't contacted her through IG yet. Don't really know what to say.
Oh, what does Sean call these stories? He says these are ones that are just so anger inducing that it's hard to find the words. That's kind of where it's just like you are passing on, like you're telling other men to be predatory, scope out women that are, potentially vulnerable, drunk, it sounds like, and then, berate them into coming with you after their friend is trying to save them. And that's the unicorn for you, buddy. Like, this is some fucking like crazy incel. Like, there's a reason 20-year-olds are, not swiping right on you on Tinder or Hinge or whatever. It's because they don't want to be with a 40-year-old. You know what I mean? And that's okay.
And the crazy thing, that's what he's looking for, bro. The 20-year-olds.
Yes. It's like there's tons of other women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Like, why aren't you going for any of them? Because none of them want to be with you because you're an immature piece of shit. It's fucking gross.
Dude, the crazy part to me is like the encouragement. It's like, guys, you can do this too. What? I was expecting people on that subreddit to be like, hell yeah, brother, get that shit. Surprisingly, a lot of people are saying, dude, this is not the flex you think it is.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried about that.
Ready to be like, I mean, there were unhinged people saying like, oh, if you hate this because you're a woman type of shit. But a lot of the guys were just like, this is not cool, dude. This is weird behavior.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. And thank God there are like that subreddit has the, it has the opportunity to be either really positive, like, divorced men needing a support group. That's not the worst idea. You know what I mean? But it has such an there's that tipping point where it turns into incel. It's just like, this guy's incel. And I hope that most of the men on there can, course correct and be like, no, don't take this guy's advice. This guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and that's why that's why Sean was wary about the ask men advice, because there are things where it's like, all right, well, this thing can get very misogynistic so fast. But I do appreciate it when there are sane people on the internet, which is very rare occasion.
Nowadays. It is rare. So I'm happy. I'm happy that most of them were, encouraging people away from that behavior.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lils, who sent $15 this time and says, I'll be okay. I got a payout. John, you'll appreciate this. They accidentally subscribed me to how to deal with toxic employees who make waves emails. Anyway, I can finally chase my passions now. So shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Lils. Enjoy the little break that you have. Little break. I didn't plan that either. But congratulations if that's something that you want to pursue, and hopefully your passion is something that you're going to be happy with. And let us know what that is, and maybe we could shout it out.
Absolutely. And I hope the payout was huge.
Agreed.
All right. Last one of the day, Sean or John? Jesus.
Racist. I got one more left. So
you got one more?
Yeah.
Okay. This one comes from r/am I the asshole from Molasses actual 4703. Title is, am I the asshole for saying guests could go ahead and leave my 4th of July party?
I mean, were your guests overstaying their welcome?
Potentially.
I'm gonna go with asshole here. I'm thinking it's a 4th of July party. There's probably liquor and libations involved, and you are just risking people to go out driving drunk, in which I think you should be a gracious person. Let them stay so they can be safe.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. It's like you don't want to just send people driving home drunk or something like that.
Unless there's a coordinated like Uber plan or whatever. But I would not feel safe people driving home at that kind of party.
Sounds good. All right, so I, 33 female, hosted a 4th of July party for my friends. A friend brought their relatively new spouse. I met him once at a restaurant and spoke for a few minutes. I have 2 German Shepherds, Jameson and Guinness.
Ooh.
My house is their house. I chose this property because it was a good fit for them. This friend, 32 female, dislikes my dogs on a bad day to being tolerant to them on a good day.
Then get the fuck out. That's where they live. Not the asshole. God damn it, I was wrong.
Hold on. When they arrived, both dogs wanted to say hi. Neither my friend or spouse acknowledged them. I found that annoying. Literally everyone else that showed up said hi to my dogs, like 20 other people. They sat on the couch. When Guinness came up to them, I see him say something to my friend. My dogs are the sweetest thing ever. He gently pushed Guinness away and asked me if I could put the dogs in another room, citing they don't want the dogs bothering them during the party. I backed up my dogs, told them I'm sorry, but this is Jameson and Guinness's house. You need to deal with it or leave. My dogs live here and they don't get put away for anyone. If you just pet them, they'll leave you alone. After a brief convo, they decided to leave. I told them they don't call the shots around at my house around my dogs. The rest of my friends were split on how I acted. Some said it wasn't a big deal to put them in another room for a few hours, and others says I was right. Am I the asshole?
Damn, I'm gonna go with everyone sucks here.
Okay.
I mean, you suck for not liking dogs, first of all. But also, on a serious note, I think everyone... I'm kind of leaning more that OP sucks in this situation because I wouldn't force anybody to like, hey,
pet my
just
dogs.
Because I have like pet my dogs or like, hold my kid or some shit like that. I wouldn't enforce that on anybody. But yeah, I'm gonna go OP sucks in this situation. I think they're the asshole. It is true that is Guinness's and what is it? Guinness and
Jameson's
Guinness, house. Yeah, that's their house. That's their, that's where they live. Had it been nice for the guests to acknowledge them, sure. But forcing that upon somebody, I don't think that's the right move to do it.
Yeah. Well, and it's like if like those friends aren't
like dogs, yeah.
Because they could have like a traumatic response to, like they could have had a childhood incident where the dog attacked them or something like that. I have a friend like that who just doesn't fuck with dogs because a dog attacked her when she was younger. Like that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Like you don't know why they don't like dogs. It doesn't sound like they're rude to your dogs. They just don't want them around them. And for you to see your dog jump up and like be bothering them and not call them back or whatever like that, I think that's over the top. And then like demanding that they pet the dog is crazy to me. It's like you don't have to push that on anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like they are your dogs. It is their home. You don't have to put them away.
That's the thing. Wait, I don't know if I missed it, but did the guests ask them to put the dogs away?
They did. And then
okay, well then I'm like, fuck no, I ain't going away.
Right, which is I think is fine to say. And then they left. And I think so. I don't think they're necessarily assholes. They were just requesting something to make them more comfortable at the party. And then you were just like, no one gets to tell me what to do. These are my dogs. It's like, okay, dude, chill. Like you could just be like, hey, I'm not going to put them away. If you're uncomfortable, like I would ask that you leave, and then and don't be a dick about it. I think you were an asshole about it. I don't think they were. I truly don't think the guests were that bad. They were just requesting something that would make them more comfortable, and then left when you said that wasn't possible. I don't think they did anything wrong.
They were assholes for not petting sweet angels, though. You fuck. I don't trust people who don't like.
But like I said, they could. Maybe they have like a trigger to dogs. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So there could be a reason, and I'm never going to assume, that everyone's going to enjoy dogs because of something traumatic that could happen.
Kit Mints on Patreon. I think it's also like this too. It said, I have a feeling OP's leaving out that the friends didn't have a past trauma with dogs.
Potentially. I don't know if they say that. I can check their comments. But
or they're allergic. Don't matter. I mean, you just don't push that type of thing on anybody.
Yeah. Reddit deemed asshole.
I see it.
And big tree said, you're not the asshole for declining your guest request, but Being annoyed when they didn't say hi or pet your dogs, when you know they don't care for dogs, get over yourself. And then gloating about how you call the shots after they decided to leave, definitely you're the asshole. And many comments acknowledge that. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if those are no longer your friends anymore going forward, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, especially like those breeds, German Shepherds, they're very they have like a thick undercoat. So if you pet them or get on you, if you don't plan on having dog hair on you, you about to have dog hair on you.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anyone that's like everyone sucks, but I don't even see that in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going everyone sucks in a jokey manner, but OP's definitely the asshole in this situation.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever want to pet Kevin? Kevin is a menace, but he's cute.
Kevin's also different because he is, half a foot off the ground.
That's true. Yeah, he can't reach anything.
So I wouldn't feel afraid of Kevin personally, but not saying that no one could. There are definitely people that could.
For sure. All right. Last story?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now we can open up to if y'all have any questions or any like that afterwards. So this last story for me is from, I used a lot of Am I the Asshole today, buddy. So this one is from ThrowRA something, wife. Couldn't see it. Title is, Am I the Asshole for making my boyfriend get rid of his toy collection?
A lot of people are hurt in chat about the last story. Anyway, I don't care.
What were they saying? I can't see the YouTube.
No, a lot of people are just like defending the dogs, and it's like, yeah, the dogs are not the issue here. I think it's the attitude of OP that's the issue.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try and force your dogs on someone, you're an asshole. Anyway, I missed the title. Sorry.
The title for this one is, Am I the Asshole for making my boyfriend get rid of his toy collection?
Yeah, probably. Forcing someone to get rid of their hobby is pretty shitty.
Let's get into it. So my boyfriend has always called himself a kid at heart. He collects toys from quite a few different series: wrestling, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men, anime, etc. We're in our 20s. But they aren't for collecting purposes. They're all out of the box. And he plays with them. Whenever he thinks I'm asleep, I can hear him mimicking the voices of the characters or doing commentary, and I'll peek in the room and see him actually playing with them. That's another thing. It's a small apartment, and he's got the whole room just for them, and a whole dresser full of parts and cards, their guns and weapons and such. But they're confined to that room. None of them are anywhere else, and when he comes home from work, it's one of the first things he does, plays with the toys. We get packages from eBay or Amazon almost twice a week, but he still makes time for me. I thought it was cute and endearing at first, but we've got a baby on the way, and my friends are laughing at me. They say, sounds like you're dating a 12-year-old. With the baby,
what?
I want...
Who gives a shit?
God forbid this fool has a hobby.
What's the difference between that and playing like video games? You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Board games, anything like any hobby. Like, we're doing this to let our inner child out, to enjoy something wholesome. Like, what the fuck?
And honestly, too, I was just like, man, is this fool not spending time with her? But like, he makes time for you still. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't see any issue. And they're like put away in one room.
Yeah, so and he sounds like he only plays with them when he thinks you're asleep.
Yeah.
But with the baby, I want to use the room for something like a nursery. I politely asked him how he'd feel about getting rid of them, but he said no. I said something about giving them to charity, but he said no again. I brought up that it could give us a lot of extra money if we sold them, but he still denied it. I asked about the baby, but he said we'll just budget it out like we always do. How he'll spend less on figures, but selling his collection is out of the question. I told him that they could make some other kid, a less fortunate kid, happy.
Or your kid in a few years. You know what I mean? Like, that's something you could play with your child and like share in the hobby.
A shared experience with your future kid.
Yeah.
The teasing from my friends has continued.
Oh my God.
They all kept telling him he needs to grow up. Word got to his father, and according to my boyfriend, His father wouldn't let him buy anything like that after 12, but when he moved out, he could buy all the figures he wanted.
So this is like, well, I wouldn't go as far maybe as a trauma response, but as a response to, being like, oh, I can finally do what I want now that I'm out of my house, my parents' house. It's like, now you're just acting like his father.
Hey, I'm not shading on but as someone who I didn't have a room growing up. So now I'm a grown ass dude, just fucking have a room as tacky as possible because I didn't have to get that experience growing up. Bro, like he's not doing anything wrong.
No.
I showed his dad pictures of the toy room and he was shocked. He got mad and said, "We're stopping that right now." That he wanted me to help him grow up. This morning, my boyfriend was sleeping in when his dad came over. He grabbed a big trash bag and started just grabbing handfuls and putting them inside. When he was almost done, I told my boyfriend what was going on and that it was for his own good. He ran out and saw the room was empty and his dad with 2 big trash bags, leaving with them. He tried taking the bag and begging him to quit, but he didn't. His dad said, "It's time to grow up." He started crying and sat down. But he was yelling at us about how those are all he does, even though he had me. Dad agreed with me. "You got your lady and a kid on the way. You don't need the shit." He was sobbing, and his dad put them in his car and left. He said he's tossing them in the trash. I told my boyfriend I was sorry, but it had to be done to think about the baby. But then he yelled at me about how he could throw stuff I collect away. He didn't actually throw them out, just a bluff. It was actually all donated to a thrift store. So was this truly wrong of me?
Yes. Yes, you're a fucking piece of shit. Some people are saying it is a trauma response. I just don't want to diagnose it. That's what I was mostly saying. Because I'm not qualified. But yeah, you're absolutely a fucking piece of shit asshole. I don't know how many stories we've had where this is the case, where it's just like, I was with my partner and they have this hobby. I think it's cute. Now I don't. It's like, why? You're with them for a like, you know what I mean? Like you are dating them, and it's like, that's something either you accept or are like, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship with someone who plays with toys. Like, okay, move on. That's fine. Then like, you don't have to be with them. But to make them change what they enjoy and like throw out their toys is crazy. To tattle on his dad and like reopen that trauma is fucking crazy. You are an asshole to the max. Like I wouldn't blame him for throwing your shit out too now. Like and Lily, I don't even think this is divorce. It's boyfriend, girlfriend, right? So just leave him or leave her. Like OP's boyfriend deserves so much better. It sounds like a wholesome hobby, not hurting anyone. He was willing to, like, if money was truly the issue, he was like, yeah, I just won't buy as much anymore. Like, that's okay. I can budget or whatever. And like,
they had a plan. Yeah.
He had a plan and he was ready to compromise. And then she was like, no, that's not it. My friends are making fun of you. It's like, who gives a shit?
Get a new set of friends, to be honest.
Yeah. Who fucking cares? Like, and how would they know other than you probably telling them and complaining about it? It sounds like. So, yeah, you're an asshole. And like a devil of a partner. Holy fuck.
Absolutely. And the top comment for this one, the voices say hi. Her boyfriend literally told her his dad was an abusive asshole and she still called him.
Yeah.
That's the part that was pissing me off, bro. Like, you knew what OP went through. Like, yes, I get that having that whole room to the hobby when you're having a baby might not make sense when you'll need a nursery or whatever. But the way to work at that problem isn't to call the man who created the problem by not letting his son play with toys. This is just awful. I feel so bad for him. OP, those clearly were all he had because you don't care about him whatsoever. Leave him alone. And by that, I mean, just leave him. You don't love him clearly.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't accept him for what he, like, who he is and what he enjoys. And it's like, why are you with him then? This is what it comes to with all of these things. Like when it's just like, I hate my partner's hobby. It's like, well, you don't have to stay with them. You know what I mean? It's like, you can find someone that is exactly like that person, but doesn't have that hobby. If that's truly what you want, don't fucking shit on someone else's enjoyment just because you don't enjoy it. It's like, find someone else. Be a fucking adult. I don't understand these people.
Yeah, damn right.
God damn.
But that's it for our stories.
Way to leave me on the most anger-inducing one, John.
Yeah. Well, I felt like shit. I felt like we needed to share experience together. You know?
That's fair. That's fair. Shout out to LT Starbright, since $5 says a bit late to the party, but hi, love you guys. Heart emoji. Thank you.
Hello.
John, did you say you wanted to do questions or anything?
Yeah.
Like
if y'all have any questions, we have we have a meeting that we have to attend after this. So
we
do. Killing some time.
Yeah. So once again, we will put our new PO box in the show notes when this comes out on audio and re-upload it on YouTube, as well as Patreon. So if you want to send us stuff, you can do that. Midscore asked, are you guys doing anything for the 4th anniversary?
That's a good question. We haven't planned anything. I think it falls on a Saturday, right?
Yeah. Which I think I am free. So we could do like a live or something like that.
I will make myself available, but we got to find out. I think Sean is traveling a lot for August. So we gotta ask if he's available.
Yes, that is true. Both of you are traveling a lot later on the summer.
Yeah. Oh, on Patreon, Kitten Mittens asked, Josh, explain the definition of hoser. Hoser.
Oh, I don't know if I could. I know it is like a common Canadian word, but I actually have never looked up the term hoser. Let me look it up here. It's like a fool. Someone unsophisticated or foolish. Like hillbilly or redneck is another word. So there you go.
Okay.
I don't use that word that often. I think it's more common in the like older generations to use. But I've never. It was never that common when I was growing up.
Midscore says popular in Indiana. Is it? Oh wait.
Hosier is a band, or is a guy anyway.
Wait, isn't Indiana called Hoser? Oh no, who's your state? Hoser State? One of them.
I don't know.
Oh, Sever Skywalker on Discord or Patreon asks, what was the portable bidet you mentioned to Sean a couple lives ago? Oh yeah, you just Google portable bidets and a shop will pop up. It's pretty handy. Comes with like it looks like a stick basically, and then has like a portable water source, and then it opens up, and then you can spray the booty.
Blind therapist says kitty wet. Booty wet.
Kitty clean though.
The kitty is clean.
Oh, Ashnike, where does Julia get the matcha? Japan.
Oh, you guys get it straight from Japan.
We get it straight from Uji.
Damn. Emily asks, what's your process when choosing stories? Do you choose the best titles or do you read each one? I think it's different depending on what I'm doing. If it's a live, I am usually scrambling to get stories. So it's usually mostly title based because I'm usually editing on Wednesdays. So I'll edit and then like an hour before the live, I'll be like, I need stories. I'll go through and try and find someone with Am I the Asshole stories. I like to do a mix of like cross-posted ones and then like some of the top posts of the week, just because it's like sometimes the cross-posted ones on our subreddits are old ones or less popular ones, and so it gives a bit of a variety of ones that are on Reddit. So that's kind of my process. Sometimes I will choose theme-based ones. Like I think this Friday I chose weird titles for the most part. So it just depends. I think week to week I go into it with a different mindset, but those are generally my two main processes.
My choice involvement is usually chaos. I look at one subreddit, I'm like, "Ooh, that story looks cool," and then I see a suggested subreddit. I'm like, "Oh, that looks cool," and then I get distracted, stay there for a little bit, and then I take a break and I look at another one. Oh, that looks cool. So it's very random for me.
Yeah. And then Midscore says Sean picks the most popular on this, like the r/Reddit on Wiki, and that is true.
Yeah. Sean just picks whatever's popular.
He also has less time in his day to choose stories. So
yeah, that's why I think Josh and I purposely don't use the subreddit a lot because we don't want to choose what Sean would kind of pick.
John, would you ever own a dog breed other than corgis?
Oh, absolutely. I had a German Shepherd in the past. I had a what was Obi? Obi was
he was kind of a mix, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a mix of a German Shepherd and a Pyrenees, a Great Pyrenees.
Pyrenees,
and then
that was it. Yeah,
we had Wamp Wamp. He was a Chihuahua. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I had a lot of different dogs in the past.
Yeah, I think if we were to ever get a dog, we really like Bernese mountain dogs.
So cute.
They're so cute. And then golden retrievers. They're pretty cute too. But I feel like
you and Sienna would love them because they just love to run.
Yes, that is actually we talked about it and I was like, yeah, we'll have to train our dog how to run and then you can run with our dog. It'd be super cool.
What else? Other questions. Mel asked on Patreon, Josh, have you ever seen Letterkenny? And if so, is it accurate to Canada at all?
I've seen clips of Letterkenny, and I can say it is accurate to lots of small, towns within Southern Ontario. It's pretty accurate. As someone who grew up in a small town, I will say the Hockey Bros are almost bang on. So Shoresy is actually really good. I love Shoresy, but I've never actually fully watched Letterkenny.
I need to watch. I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah. Zandra sends $50 or pesos.
Thank you, Zandra.
Mexican.
Mexican pesos.
Says I can't afford memberships or patrons right now, and there's no Venmo in Mexico, but I hope this helps free Sean. Thank you very much.
Nice.
I'll let Sean know you sent that. Appreciate that.
Shout out Nicole. Not a question, but much love from Chile. Oh, one of my favorite wrestlers right now. She's from Santiago, Chile. Shout out Stephanie Vaquer. She's killing it.
Hell yeah. All right, let's do 2 more. So this one comes from Lily, who says, have you seen the new Superman yet? I was actually supposed to see it tonight, and then we realized we double booked. We got a dinner with friends tonight, so we had to cancel, but we are going to go try and see it Sunday if possible. So fingers crossed. It sounds, so far I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm excited about that. I want
to see it.
Any others you see there, John? Here's one from Emily if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
When the Orange leaves the office, will you guys do a tour?
We would love to.
I think that would be cool. We honestly, last year we were talking about this year doing a show in probably like Boston or New York or something like that if we could. So unfortunately, I don't want to go down there right now. So
and we respect the hell out of it.
So as of right now, the boys might come up sometime in the fall or something like that. So potentially, if we have the time to plan out a Toronto show, we could maybe do that.
That'd be great.
Yeah. All right. What are the other options to Venmo not available here? There is the PayPal, which I think is usually linked in our link tree as well, right, John?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you can check it out in the description. But yeah, that is it for this live stream episode. I hope you enjoyed it. John, thanks for sticking through with us.
You're welcome. I will die after this.
No, we got a meeting after this, and then you can die.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Meeting first and then die.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yes, we will be doing another public live stream next week because there is 5 Wednesdays this month.
Look at y'all getting a. We had to fight Sean for that.
We did. So next one will be another public live stream. So hop in. We're not sure what we're doing. We could do a combination
of both. We could maybe do both.
Wait, that's true. We could maybe do both. Maybe we'll start with stories and then cut to playing some Peak or something like that.
Ooh, we'll make it to the top, both of us.
Yeah, without Sean, because Sean won't be there. And then the last Wednesday of the month, we will be doing a $5 and $10 tier stream for the patrons and YouTube members. So
absolutely,
check that out. Mid-score saying peak, please. Yeah, okay, we can do peak. Maybe we'll do like an hour and an hour. Something like
that sounds good. I'm down for that.
So look for us next week, same time. And then the week after, we will be behind the paywall, usually at night. You usually do those ones at like 7 p.m. Eastern. So check that out. But until then, we will see you.
Before we go off real quick, check our new merch. It's going to be on Reddit on wikishop.com and a video game designed by the GOAT of GOATs, Mid-Score. We also posted a poll on our Patreon where we let WikiManiacs know like what charities they want us to donate. Right now, I'll say, let me pull that up real quick. If you have a charity that you are wanting us to donate, of course, half of the profits are going to be donated to a good cause after this. But right now, it looks like, give me 1 second. Right now, one of the most upvoted one is 988 Lifeline for suicide prevention funding. So that one is heavily voted. So if there's anything that you guys want to suggest, the WikiManiacs are over on Patreon and they are deciding where half of those profits are going to go to.
There is a lot of good charities in that that we will get to eventually. I think, after a while we'll start like once we do the suicide prevention hotline, we can move on to another one next month and so forth, so that every charity will get some sort of donation.
We'll get their shine. And some people are suggesting, Trevor Project. We've worked with them a couple of times already. Some people suggested PBS. We've also donated to them previously. So if we've done them before, we'll cycle through. Just we want to raise awareness to as much charitable cause as possible, and it's all honestly thanks to you guys.
Yeah, 100%. I will say before we close it out, CC says, date everything ? Which is something we could do, John, since it's just you and me.
Should I buy it next week?
I think it'd be fun.
I'm about to riz everybody up.
You're about to riz everything, the fridge up.
I would date everything, to be honest.
But yeah, so we'll take a look at that. I think that would be a fun one. But yeah, with that, we'll close it out. If you're a patron or YouTube member, we'll see you tomorrow. If you're watching on their public feed, we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Get the